Welcome to drumsandbeats.com. To begin, I'm going to explain the basic functions of the machine hardware controller, and then I'm going to show you how to create a simple beat using the basic functions. Okay, see these 16 pads? Well, they can be used for different things. First of all, when you load a drum set, a drum kit, they are sounds. As you can hear. The second function of these pads is when you hold pattern. Each pattern can be composed of up to 16 different sounds or instruments. So you might have a groove with snare drum, hi-hat, bass drum. That's one pattern. Then you might have a variation, adding a cowbell or something to the next one, and maybe a fill for the next one. So patterns are basically just like grooves or fills or variations of rhythms. Finally, we have the scene layer, and a scene is composed of multiple patterns. And for example, one scene might be a chorus or a verse or a bridge or solo, and you get the idea. You can switch between the scenes there. So you can perform a song live just by switching between like chorus, verse, and then you might do the pre-chorus or chorus, go back and forth. So that's the different layers of the machine architecture or the machine workflow. So we're going to start out with creating a simple beat. First of all, you need an idea in my mind. So I already have an idea, just a simple rock beat. And we're going to need to set the tempo for that. So in order to do that, we'll hold the shift modifier key and tap enter to the tempo here. So that's about 80 beats per minute. A nice, chill, slow groove. Now we're going to record that beat into Maschine. Now there's a couple ways to do that. The first way is you can start playing it and then press record whenever you're ready to record it. Or you can record it right away, but that's really hard. The easiest way that I recommend is using the metronome count-in function. It gives you a bar to prepare. So we're going to hold shift modifier and then press record. So that's the count-in function. And then we're ready to record our beat. So let's try that. Shift record. Alright, and we don't want to record anymore, so we're going to deselect record. And as you can hear, our beat is recorded. As you may have noticed, the beats are a bit off. Now if I'm recording like a funk song or something where I want the human feel in there, not perfect, I wouldn't quantize it. But in this case, I kind of want to snap the beats. So in order to do that, we're going to hold shift modifier and press 5, this pad right here. And that's a quantize pad when shift is held down. So click that, and it snaps it to the 16th notes. Great. So we have a simple beat going here, simple rock beat. Now, I want to add a bit more to this beat. Maybe some, I don't know, like, some open hi-hat. So we're going to create a new pattern. So we can either start from scratch, as you can hear, there's nothing there, or we can duplicate the pattern that we already have and add to it. So we're going to do the latter. We're going to duplicate this. So simply hold down pattern, hold down duplicate, tap the pattern that you want to duplicate, which is this one, and then tap on an empty pattern where you want to copy it to. Alright, done. So now we have two identical patterns. So I'm going to just stop the play right here. As you can see, the play button is, the cursor is just at the end of the last beat right there. Now if I were to press record and play, it would start recording right at that instance, right at that point. I don't want that, so I'm going to hold shift record, which is the count in, which always starts from the first beat. Now if I want to listen from the start, like if I press play right now, see, it started right where it was. But if I want to start from the beginning, I'm going to press record. The restart button right here. So no matter where I am, it's going to start from the beginning. All right, so we're going to add some different, maybe an open hi-hat to that. So I'm going to record, I'm going to just play around for a bit and see. Okay, that sounds good. So back to the beginning. So I'll show you the second way to record, just so you have both ways. So we're gonna start from the beginning. So it's playing right now. Now I can record at any time. I just have to press the record button, and it's gonna keep playing. As you can see, I recorded those 2 notes in there. Now I'm gonna quantize that. Done. So here we have 2 unique patterns. I'm going to make another one by holding pattern duplicate. Alright, so here's the simple rock groove with some tom pads playing along. Alright, let's say I don't like the second pattern. So we're going to hold down pattern, and we're going to hold down erase, and we're going to select the pattern that we want to erase. So we're going to do, we're going to select the second one. Alright, so that's erased now. Now there's an alternate way to erase patterns. Instead of doing pattern erase, where you can select any one of them, you can clear the selected pattern. So I'm going to select maybe the first one. I don't like that one. Well, it's good, but I'm just going to show you. So you select it. Now it's selected. And you go shift and then pad number 9, which is clear. Shift clear. Shift 9 is clear. See? And it's all clear. So I'm going to switch back to this one so we have something going in the background. So there you have it. We created a basic drum pad, a drum beat, and I showed you some basic functions. Actually, there's one more function I want to show you, which is really handy when quantizing notes. So here in the transport area, you can see the grid button. So when I hold down grid, there's a couple different functions, but we're going to select step by pressing F3. Now the step function is like determines the granularity or like the fineness of the beats. So right now I have it set at 16th notes. So every time I quantize, the nearest note, the note closest to the next 16th increment will snap to that. If you want finer control, you might want 32nd notes, and you use the knob here to switch. 32nd note, 64, 128, or you can use triplets if you want a more swingy, funky feel. But I usually stick with 16th unless I'm doing really fast drum fills. Then I might do 32nd notes, but 16th are where it's at for me. Alright, So that's it for today, and I look forward to see you in future videos. Thank you.